Welcome back to Optimistic. I'm one of your hosts, Steve, CEO of Concierge Realtor Service.
And I am Alicia, Lifestyle International Realty.
And we are so happy to be back with you guys today. Lisa, what are we going to talk about today?
So we're going to talk about staying focused. It's been one of those weekends that we needed to stay focused.
Absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely. Yeah, my weekend was it was really rough. As you know, I am a CEO of my own company called Concierge Realtor Service. I work with real estate agents nationwide, and let me tell you, people, starting a business is not for the weak at heart.
No.
All right?
No,
Okay?
no.
It's definitely trying, right? And you have to stay focused. This weekend, it was like one of the heaviest weekends that I felt, but I work with so many good people that's a part of this business with me that, you know, we actually overcame all the hurdles that I felt we weren't. Well, I did know we were going to overcome them, right? I was really optimistic,
Yeah.
but as a human being, sometimes things weigh down on you. But as long as you stay focused, you can definitely get through it, right? And just staying focused and believing in the people that I work with, and we all putting our minds together and strategizing, things really changed and, you know, turned around. And I'm feeling really optimistic about where it's going.
I'm glad.
That was poetry.
I know, right?
That was poetry.
That was
Yes,
good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Well, how about you? How was your weekend?
Well, I'm glad to know that you overcame.
Yes.
Because, you know, I had to pray for you.
Yeah.
I did. So, but you got through it.
Yeah, I got through it.
So my weekend was good too. It was trying. I had some clients coming in, one coming from out of state, the other that was local. Had to show so many properties. I think I might have showed over about 17 or so properties from Friday to Saturday.
Ooh, that's a
Yes. So I had to make sure that I remained optimistic, strategize in a way that they didn't feel rushed or just overwhelmed. So I just made sure that I set the properties up.
Okay.
Made sure that I gave them my time,
Okay.
and also took some time for myself too. So I just made sure that I got through it and got through it with my clients and remain optimistic. And this Sunday,
Okay.
I'm excited,
Okay. Okay.
and I overcame.
Okay. You overcame.
I stayed focused.
All right. So things turned out good for you.
They turned out good.
Hey,
It's
so-
all about the mindset, because you know, in the beginning, I started thinking, "Wow, how am I going to do this? Like,
Right.
this is a lot." But I did it, and they're happy, and hopefully they, get ready to put in a home that they really like.
Okay, well that's good. But you know, I can't be serious all the time, right? So she said stay in focus. I have to let you know, people, she was not focused last week, okay? All right? We had a task for her to do with our last video. It was supposed to have been done in an hour, and it took 6 days. So, you know, I'm glad she stayed focused with something, because she sure didn't stay focused on our project, you know.
So that's what you're gonna do on the air.
I'm just saying, you know, we want to tell people the truth, right?
Okay.
You know, and-
So I was staying focused. I was focusing on my clients. When you stay home and do like CEO stuff,
stay home and do CEO stuff.
just CEO stuff.
And what is CEO stuff like? We don't work,
I mean, you just tell people what to do. I mean, that's all you do is tell people what to do.
so we don't come up with plans and we don't strategize. We don't do anything but just mark orders, huh?
That's it.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Because I'm out here in these streets, showing property, taking care of my
Wow.
clients, and you at home just do this, and then
Wow.
get it done. And then you stress them. You didn't give me a deadline either.
Wow.
You didn't give me a deadline.
Wow, do you hear this? No respect for my title. You understand?
Title?
Yes, title. CEO. Like, I
No.
just sit there and I say, hey, do this and do that and delegate. Like, I don't do any work. Like, you know, I'm one of them CEOs who jump in the trenches with my people, okay? So I do work just like they do work, all right? And if I balked orders, it was one that I balked that she didn't quite follow. So if I was her CEO, she might not have a job today.
But I don't think you really know what I do. So I'm in my car most of the time. That's my real office. And I'm not in the office where I can just do these videos and just, put the camera up. Like, I'm really busy. I don't think you know that. So maybe you should go a day in a life in my shoes, and then you'll see.
And how about you to go a day of life in my shoes and see, when you're trying to put together a billion-dollar company.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's go get in my shoes. When you're trying to make that happen and things are falling apart and you're trying to figure out how to bring them back together, why don't you try just jumping in the day of my shoes? How about that?
Okay, well, maybe.
Okay. So all I say is, you know, I never took for granted what you do because I do want to get my real estate license.
Okay.
You know, I want to get out there and sell some homes on top of my company. You know, some people say you can't do two things at one time. I can chew bubble gum and walk at the same time and pat the top of my head. So that's three.
You couldn't even say it. You couldn't even say I can chew bubble gum at the same time. So how you gonna do that and that at the same time?
See, she's trying me. She said she was gonna throw some punches back at me, but that's not it. All right. But we're gonna get into something else. All right. How about that?
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay. So over this weekend, I did get to go out.
Okay.
Right, and I seen one of my good friends that I've known for a long time. You might listen to 105.3 sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stacy Blackman, the DJ. Yeah, I think he's the best DJ that North Carolina has to offer, really.
Oh, and you're going to get some pushback on that one.
Hey, whatever they say, you know, I'm ready to fight. I'm just saying, I love that grown folks music, and he plays the grown folk music.
Okay.
You know, he has that vibe that I like. So, yes, you know, they say it's a matter of opinion, and I'm speaking on my opinion.
Okay.
I think he's the best that ever done it. Right, so I do wherever he goes, I follow him.
Okay.
You know, I love exactly what he does. So I said, Stacy, hey, I have a podcast. I would like you to be on it. He said, Steve, tell me when. You know, and I was like, wow, that's great. You know, to have people that believe in you and want to help you out, especially people of his stature. You know?
Yeah, and he gonna come to this show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Do he know it?
Yes, he already agreed to it.
Okay.
Yes. On top of that, but the people that don't know it is, if you don't know, gosh, I don't know how to say this, but it's so far back in the day, right? You're not going to say what year, okay? But I actually have some friends that's coming from out of town, from New York, where I'm from. And they'll be here next weekend. Okay. I'm going to sneak them to come to the podcast. They don't know it yet.
Well, they know now.
Okay, well, once they see this, they'll know. So, you know. But if you ever heard the song called The Roof is on Fire.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's old.
Yeah, don't do me. Don't do me. And Request Line. So
I never even heard of that one.
You never heard of Request Line?
No.
DJ, please pick up your phone.
Oh, okay.
Up on the Request Line. Missy Elliott used it at the beginning of her record.
That's how old it is. I forgot.
Wow, she's really trying to do me. But one of my closest friends, his name is Rick. The original Slick Rick. We'll have that story told on my podcast as well. He'll be here. And his brother, which is one of my little brothers as well, Sean, right? He'll be here. He's the in-house, what we call engineer.
Oh, okay.
For Jadakiss and D Block, and he's worked with a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure he has some interesting stories to tell. So we'll start trying to bring some big name people in here and liven it up a little bit, right? And, you know, we don't have to just talk about you all the time.
But we're not talking about me. We're talking about staying focused, thinking about how we overcame our weekend, how we remain right, I know.
Yeah.
How we remain optimistic and overcame our struggles and kept our mindset in a positive way.
Well, you know, people remember from the first one, I did say we're going to be a little messy. We're going to be serious but messy, so I always got to throw a little mess in there.
Well,
right?
Go ahead. I know you can't wait. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I'm just picking on you. Like, you know, you didn't do your job, and I just hope that, you know, it doesn't happen again, you know, because if it does, I'm going to have another host, okay? And maybe not be her. This may be the last time you see her face, okay? Because she doesn't like to do her job, you know? And that's that CEO talking. She says a CEO likes to just say do this and do that. Well, please make sure that you take care of this on time, okay?
But here's the thing, though, Mr. CEO. I have my own company that I'm a CEO of, and I don't work for you.
Oh, excuse me.
So what I was doing for you was merely a favor. So you can't fire me when you're not employing
Well, I'm going to fire you from favors. How about that? Okay? All right? See what I'm saying, people?
That's messed up.
See what I'm saying?
Listen, I don't even know how we're going to get through this podcast, but him right here and how he throwing these jabs, I told you.
You said you jab back. I'm in for it, you know?
Okay.
But on a serious note, I like to jump from, you know, being funny, silly, back to serious. Okay. On a serious note here, we definitely looking forward to having some big names. Oh, you said you had something you want to talk to the people about as far as being on the podcast, right?
Well, here's the thing. We are so excited about this podcast, and we are looking for people that if you have a compelling story and how you overcame from being in the trenches or whatever your story is, we would love for you to come and be a part of this podcast. We want to be motivational, uplifting, and encouraging, and your story may do that. So hit us up and let us know.
Yeah, I want to know how, you know, you went from, how they say, from pusher to preacher.
What?
From pusher to preacher.
Never heard of that one. I've heard rags and riches.
Well, pusher to preacher means you went from the streets to a corporate job.
Oh,
Or
okay.
you tell you know, you can come and tell us how you overcame a bad breakup.
Yeah.
You know, how you overcame your cheating ways. You know, things like that. I want to hear stories like that, right? I want to hear about the things that you did that weren't so good in life, but you changed your life and you overcame them.
So you want to hear people dirty laundry?
Absolutely. I said messy.
Yeah, but you don't have to air all your dirty laundry. We just really, really want to know how you overcame what you was going through. Because we all going through stuff.
Yeah, we are. See,
We all going through stuff.
Simple Susie over here wants to be so nice. I want to be messy. I'm going to ask y'all again. What do y'all want? Do y'all want to just be totally optimistic? Or do you want to have some messiness in it? I'm going to ask that every podcast because I'm going to bring the mess.
Okay, well, I know you're going to bring the mess. But it's always a mess before you get to the good, though, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, hey, until next time, y'all, we look forward to seeing you again. Stay tuned for our upcoming guests. And if you want to be a guest, we want to hear from you.
Let us know. Inbox us, DM us. We are on YouTube. Optimistic Podcast. But hit us up in Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube.
Or YouTube. Yes. Yeah, go to YouTube and subscribe.
Yeah. Make sure you click that bell below.
That's
Make
right.
sure you click that bell.
Subscribe to us. Help us grow. Right?
We don't really need help growing, though.
Yeah.
We don't really need help growing.
I think it's just going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, because people going to come on because they love me.
Oh, my goodness.
They just love me because, yeah.
That's what I have to go through. Y'all have a good day. I have enough. Time for me to go. I'm done.
Have a good day. Until next time.
Good day.
Remain optimistic.
That's right.